So, hello. This is the first ever. Yeah, this is the first ever episode of Yap with Laika. Yay! I don't really want to do much. It's my first video, so I should, right? So expect me talking about all of this, all of the types of questions. I'm gonna answer any type of questions under the sun, and expect me to answer it in a way that I'm talking to myself. I'm like, what do you call this, like contradicting myself and realizing that I could be right or I could be wrong. So yeah, let's get started. Our first question is it true that a soulmate is out there for everybody or for everyone? Again, is it true that a soulmate is out there for everyone? Like, if I just raised the brightness, it's gonna turn out inverted, and that's okay because I learned to accept my face. My face isn't symmetrical, but yeah. The question again is it true that a soulmate is out there for everyone? I do think it's true, or at least in a sense that when it just plays inside the mind of a person. Well, it is true. Yes, I do believe it, but in the sense that it's not gonna come for you. That's what the belief of a person makes it real. But it doesn't mean that it's not true, since we meet all these kinds of people, and now, like, let's say for example, I am 20 years old now. It's not an example. It's literally about me. That um, I have met so much people, and I wish I met a lot of people. You know, or I wish I met these kinds of people or this specific person. But I wish that they would be my soulmate. But that's not the case. You have every person has a soulmate of their own, and people say that a soulmate could be your friend, could be you could be really lucky and it'll be your lover. But I do think that's not the case for me, of course, because you know, a soulmate is someone, or it is very romanticized, or somehow, glamorized. I don't know. It's like something, it's the idea of the delusion of having someone so perfect. Anyway, having someone so perfect for you that you just fit, it just fits your puzzle, It just, that's the only thing you're missing. But that's not the case. It's not it's not always like that. The delusion stays, it lingers. It makes you make decisions. It makes you pick the wrong person thinking that they're your soulmate. But it's still real. Your soulmate is there somewhere. But my stand is they're real, but to an extent. They're real when you believe they're real. You think about it agnostically. So you believe in them if they're there, and you don't believe in them if they're not there. If they don't exist. That's just how simple it is, I guess. It's not simple. I don't think I'm making a lot of sense, but this is yapping with like a. So deal with it. I don't know what I'm trying to say, but yeah. Okay. Is it true that there's a soulmate for everybody? I wish it's true, honestly. It gives people hope. It gives me hope at least. I'm not gonna be um getting all egotistic in this platform, telling people that people who believe that their soulmate is out there are just plain stupid, stupendous, dumb fucks. I'm not like that. I try to make myself an example because I am here. I'm a human being. I have a physical, I have a physical, and I'm a physical entity, and I have feelings. I have wants and needs. I have the yearning. I feel yearning. I feel envy for people who have what I don't have. So, you know, let's balance out the hypro, hyprocity, hypocrisy. Let's not just be a straight up hypocrite. I mean, I am. Everybody's a hypocrite. So, and I am too. So yeah. So people think that there is only one soulmate for them, but I do think that there are multiple. You know, uh, and if you believe that that person is your soulmate, then that's how the love and the connection grows and nurtured in both person. And it shouldn't be one-sided too. I mean, you know, the more you love, the more you're gonna get hurt. The more you think that they're your soulmate, the more they don't turn out to be their soulmate. Turn out to be your soulmate. I mean, and you know, when the reality strikes you, you get the the passion and the you know the passion and the drive to love away. It gets taken away from you, and that's not right. You know, I think one of the wonders in life is feeling loved, feeling enthusiastic, feeling inspired, and it might sound cheesy, it might sound cliche, but it's true. As you grow older, you start to understand that everybody else leaves, and if they're there on in a situation where you're also there, you get to connect with them. It's like it really depends on the person, but if you're around my age, I'm turning 21 this year, you would just wish that you met so much people way before you turned this age, because the responsibilities, that your health changes. There are a lot of changes. You get tired. It's not like I'm fucking old. I mean, I am still young, but I've had a taste of reality, of my own reality. So, I tend to prepare myself, and there's nothing wrong with that. I guess. I mean, by prepare myself, it means I'm just being anxious about the future, just as usual, more so than usual. You know, not thinking about the future. And yeah, let's bring that question to me. Well, I do think that there would be a soulmate for me. Hopefully, damn. It's like, is that too much to ask? But even if they don't come, I'm not gonna treat every person that I connect with my soulmate. I'm not even gonna stick on to that point. I mean, to that mindset that there is a soulmate for me. Because I want to give. I want to give the real me, even if it's the smallest connection. I don't want it to save it. I don't want to save it for someone that doesn't even exist. Possibly, yeah, possibly. And that's something that I ponder on. You know, having connections, maintaining connections, and the hardest part is just meeting one, finding one. What even is destiny? What even is fate? It's not real, you know. And controversial opinion. Karma isn't real. Upbringing is real. Karma is not real. Let me repeat again. Karma isn't real, but upbringing is. So that is just the reality. When you're born to this world. Where's my fucking music? Damn. It's so. I was like, lowering my voice. But yeah, no, it's loud. How do I balance this? I think that's good. But yeah, karma isn't real, but your upbringing is. What I mean is that when you're born, you are born to fail, then you are gonna fail. You know, uh, there would be a slim chance that you're gonna get out of where you are. What negative or like how bad your environment is how bad you're gonna act and be like when you grow older. You know, I'm not telling you to not dream, but you have to understand where you came from, and that's how you're gonna solve your connotation, your negative connotations. How bad is your issue is how bad your environment. You know, everything is a reflection of everything, and when you start to blame all of your upbringings to the wrong, to the wrong stuff that doesn't, have to do anything with what you are suffering right now, then it's not gonna solve anything. You're just gonna get worse. And oh my god, this is out of the question, but this is yapping. This is yapping. He's yapping again. Yeah, that's what I mean. Is that there's no fate, you know, based on where you came from. That's how you're gonna find your soulmate. And there's no fate for you. That's what I mean. You have to. It's true. Everything they say it just makes sense. I don't know. It's like when they say you, you just your fate and your destiny is on your hands. It's true. If you really want to start finding someone, if you have the luxury and the privilege to do so, then find another place, live in another place, explore. But most of people can't do that. I can't do that. I have to stick around in this broke ass town for the rest of my life. Pretty sure. And not unless I can earn, because today or like the present for me is literally I just want to forget everything every single day, and it's not something that I would look back on because it's just so insignificant. I'm trying to survive every single day. I am comfortable, I would say. I have my own room, I have my own bed, I have my own bathroom, I have my own clothes, I have a gaming laptop. But that doesn't mean that I cannot be unhappy. It's not, you know, hold on. So I'm back. I just, took a break because I was. But yeah, is it true that there's a soulmate for everyone? I do think it's true for everyone. But for me, it's about your reality. It's about how you live your reality. And right now, it's not looking too good for me. I'm trying to better myself. But I can't do that. This is one of the things that would help me at least get me get me feel I would feel more productive making a thumbnail. I don't know how to fucking make a fucking thumbnail, like the words. How do you even edit those? Do you edit those on Paint? I don't fucking know, but yeah, you know. And I don't know what if there is a soulmate, then good. You know, if it dies, if they die, then there's nothing I can do with that. If I die, they have nothing to do with that too. I mean, they can't do anything about that. And it's not like I'm gonna be their lover. I just wish that I could have this connection with like, a really important connection with someone. I've always been yearning for that because growing up, I didn't feel like I belonged with any group, especially in high school. I mean, I belong with the boys, but I didn't feel like I belonged there. I belong with the weird kids. there's not much really, there's not much weird kids. And honestly, that faded away. Like in first year high school, I mean, when I was in first year college, I've always wanted to have a friend in real life that I would bond, and I was just yearning for that. And you know, it's all gone now. I want somebody. I want somebody that would make me feel love. You know, I guess that's how and why a soulmate, or how why the concept of a soulmate you know is getting brought up to everybody. When you grow older, the connection you crave for more connection, you crave for deeper connection, you crave for more intimacy, and that's something that you do not neglect, or that's something that you just don't ignore. That's what I'm feeling right now. To be honest, of course, you know, it's something that I feel every single day. My hair is so I fucking hate it right now. But yeah, I just picked my nose on camera. What about it? But yeah, in conclusion, I'm not getting in conclusion, not yet. I have so much to say. So yeah, it's normal to be wishing that somebody, whether it be you saw them in real life, that's much better. You could pursue them, but if you just see them in another world digitally, they don't even know you. You just know where they live and how they perceive them, how you could perceive themselves. How could you perceive them based on what you see on social media? It's really hard. They're inside your head. You don't know them, but you still feel a connection. That's how you feel. I mean, that's how you feel when you see their pictures, their videos, or other stuff. You could hear them, you could see them, but not physically. But you feel a connection. Why is that? Because you are connected with your perception of them. That's the idea of them. They show on your social media, but they don't show their what's the real them. And honestly, I would risk it. You know, I would just delusionize myself into thinking that there would be, you know, the exact, they would have the exact trait that I have imagined or have perceived them to be in my head. But no, that's not always the case. I mean, that's never the case. Everything that you think of that's can happen, that is never gonna happen, because that's how you want it. That's the most comfortable that you could get. That's the best case scenario. And when you are trying to find your soulmate, or trying to prove that they're your soulmate, you just get hurt, because it's never gonna turn out the same. And before that, since this is my first ever vlog, whatever this is, like video journal, I would say that in a philosophical sense, that I would be a pessimist. You know, a gist of that is that nothing really gets in your way, and that's the same for everybody. You don't get what you want specifically, but you get everything that the other person would want also specifically. But they have what you want. That doesn't make sense, is it? But yeah, you know, I believe in balance, but I also believe in being aware that nothing is gonna be ever okay, ever again. I believe that from the moment we're born, we are just rotting away. Where you know we're all rotten to the core, and it's gonna be dangerous, and and the world is gonna be on like another spectrum, or like it's gonna be way different if people are aware of that. If people didn't have to try so hard on being so good, you know? So yeah. And in conclusion, there is a soulmate if you believe on it, but you know, if the soulmate is someone you can spend your eternity with, so you better, you know, try to improve yourself before you meet this soulmate, because you probably have met them and treated them so nasty. I mean, you know, we never know. And I do hope that I meet my soulmate, I guess, someday. Even though I have a pessimistic view on things, I'm not gonna say that there is no soulmate. There is none if you don't, if you don't see the things, how I explain it, if you don't see and appreciate things. There's nothing for you. There's nothing for you. There's nothing left for you if that's the case. Anyway, I think that's all from my first ever video. What the fuck did I do that for?